Have you seen this viral video that's been making the rounds? It totally nails the modern experience of a really sacred tradition. We're talking about the struggles, the spirituality, and, the surprisingly hilarious side of Ramadan in the age of the internet. So let's dive in and break down what people are calling Ramadan core.
It all starts with lines just like this one. I mean, this single funny quote from a short video, it just says so much, right? It's that super relatable moment of staring at food you can't eat just yet, and honestly, it sets the stage perfectly for this whole phenomenon.
So where's all this coming from? Well, the source is a YouTube video from a channel called Free Qur'an Education. But instead of some dry lecture, it's this collection of short, really funny, and deeply relatable little sketches that just paint a perfect picture of daily life during the holy month. Now, the title itself tells you a lot. You've probably seen this core suffix all over the internet, right? It's classic online speak. It basically takes an idea and turns it into a whole vibe, a shared aesthetic. So, Ramadan core is all about framing this deeply spiritual journey as this collective, digital age experience. And the very first place the video takes us is right into the physical reality of the fast. Because, let's be real, before you reach those spiritual heights, you've got to deal with some very, very down-to-earth feelings. And the video just leans into this with some fantastic humor. It starts so simply. Just this, a simple little moan. Oh, my belly. This one line immediately grounds the whole experience. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, we all know what hunger feels like. It makes the whole thing instantly accessible, even if you don't fast yourself. And right there with hunger is its even more intense cousin, thirst. The video captures that desperate, almost primal need with another super simple, totally relatable line. These moments aren't just complaints. They're like these shared acknowledgments of the physical test that everyone's going through together. Oh, and this part brilliantly illustrates those final agonizing moments before you can break your fast. The food is on the table, it smells incredible, but the call to prayer, the adhan, isn't here yet. The video just perfectly shows that slow-motion waiting game, the clock watching, and then that incredible feeling of pure relief when you can finally eat a date. It's a whole drama in miniature, every single day. But Ramadan core isn't just about growling stomachs. The video finds just as much humanity and, humor in the spiritual side of things too. It turns these moments of worship into real points of connection. Now, to really get this next part, we just need a quick definition. A hadith is a recorded saying or an action of the Prophet Muhammad, and it's a major source of spiritual guidance in Islam. The video uses one in a really, really clever way. Okay, this slide just highlights a brilliant contrast. On one hand, you've got this beautiful, profound spiritual concept from a hadith that the breath of a person who's fasting is more pleasing to God than musk. But then the video immediately cuts to some very practical, very real-world advice. That's for the hereafter, so for right now, please use a toothbrush. It's hilarious, and it makes the teaching totally unforgettable. And here's another spiritual struggle that's just so relatable. The video shows someone in the evening prayer, totally exhausted from a day of fasting, and then the imam starts reciting Al-Baqarah, which is the longest chapter in the Qur'an. And the look on the character's face, it just falls. It's that shared struggle that anyone who's ever been tired during a long service can totally understand. So beyond the big themes of hunger and prayer, the video is just packed with these wonderfully specific, everyday cultural moments that really define the Ramadan core experience. These are the little details that create such a powerful sense of community. First up, another quick definition to set the scene. Suhoor. It's that super important pre-dawn meal that people eat to get them through the day's fast. And believe me, just waking up for it is a daily challenge all on its own. The video really shines here. It just captures these hyper-specific scenarios perfectly. First, you've got the ultimate alarm clock, someone just yelling, "Wake up, drink water." Then there's the shared tradition of watching special TV shows that are only made for Ramadan nights. It even gets that bizarre moment of spotting a cockroach mid-prayer, and that internal battle to stay focused. And finally, it touches on that quiet, internal voice of self-doubt, thinking, "You are not the best Muslim." It's these tiny, specific details that build such a strong bond. So, what does this all mean? Why is presenting a religious observance through this modern, funny, almost meme-ified lens so significant? Well, let's connect the dots. Content like Ramadan core basically acts as a cultural translator. It takes a practice that's centuries old, with these deep historical and spiritual roots, and it communicates it in the native language of the internet. It makes the tradition feel immediate, current, and just alive.
And this is where its real power is. The video takes millions of individual, private struggles, the hunger, the sleepy prayers, all of it, and it transforms them into a single, collective online experience. That simple feeling of, oh, you too, becomes this incredible tool for building a global community around a shared tradition.
Ultimately, this is why this all matters so much. The humor doesn't mock the faith. It actually celebrates the humanity within it. By acknowledging the imperfect, the funny, and the sometimes awkward reality of daily observance, it makes faith feel so much more accessible and relatable, especially to a new generation. It basically says, hey, it's okay to be human while you're striving for something divine.
And that kind of leaves us with a bigger question to think about. As Ramadan course shows us, the internet is where culture gets remixed and where traditions find new life. It really makes you wonder, how is it changing the way we all share and experience our most important rituals? Thanks for tuning in.